What's going on, everybody? Stock Jock here. Just finished up the trading day. Finished the day up $1,197 with some after hours trading. Was up over 4 grand today, and we're about to do a little first hour recap where I finished the first hour up $3,113, and I'll go over those trades just now. And unfortunately, made some bad trades later on. Gave some profits back, but that's trading. If you did not know, I do trade every day, Monday through Friday. On Twitch. Live trading is completely free. Come on over. The link is down below in the description of the video. Other than that, let's get into the trades. So my first trade this morning was on FPRX, my first day trade. I did take a kind of a longer swing on Boeing that you'll see me take profit on later on. Maybe. I don't know if I'll go over that trade or not, but on FPRX, this is kind of what I was looking for here. Big news winner on one of their cancer drugs, setting in a bottom here. We were looking at an area where we had a drop, a bounce, candle under candle, bounce, candle under candle, did not go any lower. So I was kind of setting in this horizontal right here as a potential breakout spot, break VWAP, head to high a day. And I kind of wanted an early entry maybe at this horizontal here. So 2175, 77, whatever this is, 2176 was my, if that looked like it was going to break, I was going to buy. I had an order ready at $22 for that to happen. Unfortunately, I got filled right at 22. I was green momentarily on this trade, and it actually came back down on me. I believe this is the time I took it. Yes, 39. So this is where I took, yeah, 38. So this is where I took the trade, right? You can see I was actually right, just didn't wait long enough. So I was looking for this 2176 break, move up towards 22, which is just a natural level, you know, whole dollar level, followed by a VWAP break, followed by a high a day test, just because this thing was moving like crazy. Thought I would give it a go. I got the move I was looking for over the 2176, and you'll see it in the live trading. Unfortunately, though, I was just so slow on my order entry. I got filled at basically 2190, basically 22, basically top tick this, which is not what I was looking for. And it started to come back down. And my kind of rule of thumb is when I get into a trade, especially on a 1 minute chart, my stop loss is the candle under candle. So right there at 2111. So even though it did come down here and I was going to take a big loss on this was probably, I ended up selling at basically 21. So this is about a $4,000 or $3,800 loss to start the day. You know, great way to start the day. Super proud of this trade. Just kidding, not at all. But it just didn't go. It did go later on, as you can kind of see. It eventually decided to go crazy, but I just missed it, missed the timing. Stuck to my stop loss, got out and went to go looking for the next one. This FPRX is looking interesting, maybe over 2176. No, I got filled in right at 22. That sucked. That one hurt. So got the break. I just had terrible fills. Jeez. So this next trade was very similar to that last one, FPRX, of what I was looking for anyway. But this was Tesla. This one kind of sold off out of the open here, and I was looking for very much the same play, a horizontal level, you know, out of the open here, to break, to maybe reverse trend and get a move up. And let's see, at the time was 9:39, so I'm sorry, yeah, 9:39. So right inside this candle is when I took the long position, and basically I was looking for just this kind of this area to break here. You can kind of see it went candle over candle here, dumped off, and came back up. So this is, you know, a resistance level that if broken, I thought would get a decent pop. This is, let's just look at the stock. Why don't I pull up the actual stock instead of looking at the freaking options? I'm ridiculous, but it's the same candlesticks basically for the most part. So as you can see here, Tesla drop out of the gates, bounce, drop, candle over candle fail, drop even further, and then it came back up. So this is kind of like a bear trap almost, right? It came right back up, and I was thinking to myself, if we kind of break, let's see, break this level here, maybe it gets a pop. I did go long. Let's see, I went long at 939 right here, looking for that pop. Got exactly what I was looking for with the 414 break. It wasn't until here, it actually sold off, kind of got me worried, but came right back up to the VWAP, and then kind of grinded it, did a grind higher, and I sold into that grind. It did eventually go high a day, but it wasn't as powerful as I thought it was going to be, so I was just, after taking a pretty big loss on my first one, I was trying to get back some of that loss with this move here. Luckily, it worked out. Good trade overall. Watch 414 break on Tesla here. There it goes. So this next trade was on plug power. The plug head, you can kind of see on the daily chart here. Pop, pullback, candle over candle on the daily chart. It was setting up, continuation, just moving up strong out of the open, looking for follow through on this. And what happened here is it set up a 5-minute play. So if you don't know what that is, basically you have the pop, you have a pullback candle, which doesn't make a new high of the run, and then candle over candle. So I was looking for the candle over candle. Also on the 1-minute chart, you kind of had a bit of a diagonal, and that's more of what I was playing right here. I started off with taking some $22 calls on the play when it was setting up for that 5-minute candle over candle break, as well as this kind of diagonal. You had the 90 EMA on the 1-minute chart here moving up, offering support into this diagonal resistance. You got the break, and then after that, you're looking at the horizontals. That one followed by this one. We got all that, and I sold into the move up. The stock I sold for about a 30-cent win on 4,000 shares, so nice win overall there. And let's see, it sold it basically a minute later. So I entered in here looking for that horizontal break, got it. with the 5-minute candle over candle, sold into that pop. And the calls I sold much later, so they're not going to be. Yeah, I sold those for about a nice win as well. Oh man, I'm all over the place. I took 100 of the calls at 57 cents, and I sold them all for about 70 something, I believe. There they are, 73 cents. So nice win on, 20-cent win, 100 contracts is $2,000 just alone on the contracts plus the stock. So good trade overall. I'll show live the stock trade, but I just won't get to the contracts play. Sorry, there's no sound most of the time. While I'm streaming, I can't broadcast certain things, so it is quiet occasionally on stream, but hopefully you can get the idea of the trade. Watch plug 5-minute, 2165 is the level. There it is. 76, high day, gonna push it. Plug 5-minute. There it is. All-time high is 2189. Just rip through it. Big freaking rip there. Selling shares. APVO is the next trade I'll go over. The other ones I had kind of just mini little breakouts that I'm not going to really recap, but this one was kind of interesting. APVO has been a very hot stock. This thing in the past week has gone from basically $6 to a high of 60. Just insane move. So as long as it keeps doing insane moves, it's still in play for me. So what I was looking for is just a break of some common highs here to maybe reverse this thing. You could look at it another way as maybe a 1-minute reverse head and shoulders. Who knows? Like left shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's not the cleanest, but and it is also on a 1-minute chart. So take it with a grain of salt. Regardless, it was a pretty common resistance area that I was looking for to break. That might break VWAP. That might get this thing to move back up. It already had a monster move this morning, so it's still on everybody's radar. It did get a nice move, but it sold off very quickly, and it was hard to get out of. As you can see, I got in right in here at the break. I got a good fill. 47.89 is where I got filled at. Broke those levels, got a quick pop up, $1 pop basically, and this is where it got hard to exit. And you'll see that, and it probably it's frustrating because there's just no. And this is kind of the downside of playing these low volume stocks is low liquidity stocks is getting out, and the spreads are so wide as well. So it was very hard to get out. I was able to get out 1,000 shares at 48.60, so basically a 70-cent win there, $700. But the rest of it, I lost about 30 cents on these 500 shares, and lost about what is that? 40 cents on these 500 shares. So net, it was a profit, but not by much. It was hard to exit, and luckily I got out with a win. APVO going for that daily candle over candle, looks like. I hope APVO gives us one more pullback before it launches. Because I'm only down to 250 shares left. Am I green on the day? Barely. Okay. I feel like it's the big levels 50.83. All right, I'm gonna exit and wait for a 1 minute play on this sucker. I'm hoping it gets a candle under candle. But now that I'm out, it's probably gonna rip to 50. Now that I'm officially out, it's gonna rip to 50. This next trade is a chat room play. This one of the chat rooms I've subscribed to went long. One of the moderators went long. And this is kind of one of the benefits of knowing why a stock is moving, whether it's news oriented or a big buyer from a chat room, whatever. And you can kind of see this certain chat room brought in a lot of volume on this buy, and all I did was scalping it, and I made about $400 on this scalp. I got in at 12.25 when I saw that they were getting in. I knew this was a low float, so I know since I was chasing it about 20 cents, 25 cents, I still knew it could move a good amount. Just because I'm familiar with the name, it's 13 million shares outstanding. It's a low float stock. I know it can move, so I wasn't afraid of getting in here. At this point, I'm just looking for a scalp because I know why it's moving. It's not news. It's nothing besides just being pumped by a chat room. So I just scalped it. Quick in, quick out. Got in at 12.25 and 12.24. Sold at 12.35 and 12.39. Chat room's bought APT. This is a bigger chat room on a lower float stock, so it can certainly move. Oh, yeah. So this next trade was a little 1 minute ABCD pattern or W pattern, doesn't matter what you call it, that led to a high day break. So high day, we could just pull up the high day here. High day was right here. You can see the price action tried to get to it on this candlestick, couldn't do it. Pulled back, candle over candle, couldn't do it. Pull back again, and then it ripped through here. What I saw here was what I call an ABCD pattern, a W pattern. I'm sure there's a bazillion other names for it. So basically, we had an attempt at a horizontal, right? Here's the attempt at the horizontal, a pullback, a candle over candle that failed to break out as well, pull back again, and then it went. So I call this the W pattern. And inside a W pattern, the breakout is the middle part of the W, so the break of this level. So when price action breaks that level, you are looking, or at least I am looking for, if I can delete this little thing right here, looking for a move to break the beginning of the W, which is, oh my gosh, E-Trade, stop, oh my gosh, jeez, all right. When the W happens, you're looking for it to break this level, and then if it breaks that level, I had another horizontal right behind it, which was high day. So it was like 3 resistance levels all in one move that break. And as you may or may not know, every time you break a resistance level, you should, or usually do, get a decent pop. So I had 3 resistance levels lined up here. 1, 2, 3, and I sold into that pop. So when it looked like we were gonna break this guy right here, I went long some shares. I went long 4,000 shares at 21.97. So right here, we broke the middle of the W for the ABCD pattern or the W pattern. Popped up, broke this level, which is 2203, broke high a day, and it continued up, and I sold into this move. Got out at 2213 and 2209. So 22, probably it. There we go. Break high day. There it is. Plug. There you go, pluggy plug. All right, I'll out my plug. That was a nice little trade. Nice little trade there. Massive Apple call sweep. And this last trade that we did was selling the plug calls that I had bought earlier. These are the one, where are they, that we sold? Oh, did a lot of trades today. Sold them, bought 100 contracts at basically 53 cents, sold them at 73 cents. 20-cent win on 1,000 contracts, $2,000. That's what I sold. End of the day, well, I should say end of the first hour, up $3,100. Gave a good chunk of that back. As you can see, I'm only up $1,197. But that's trading for you. You know, a lot of times it goes the other way, where I keep trading throughout the day and I make a lot more money. So unfortunately, today was not one of those days. Gave a lot back. That's trading for you. But anyway, like I said, I trade every single day on Twitch. The link for that is down in the description down below. Please join me. It's a great way to learn how to trade for free. I find great gratitude and pride in helping people potentially change their financial future. I sit in my pajamas all day, trying to make money, trying to help other people make money. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to give you financial advice. I'm going to look at red and green bars, and I'm going to try to explain to you what I see and how I'm going to try to make money off of those red and green bars going up and down. That's it. I will see you guys in the next video.